Hello, people. What's up? This is Harkira Singh from ULO Education, and I am here back with you with another live video. And today, video we are going to talk about speaking tests, and I'm going to train you today for speaking test and how you can get 8+ bands. And today, I'm going to speak about few cue cards and. You will learn more and more about this. So today this session is about speaking. Get connected, ask your questions, and we will continue in a couple of minutes. So just stay connected. I'm leaving my number in the chat box, and if you need any sort of help, you can just contact over that number, and I would be available for you. Always, so you can get consulted. So join now the best IELTS classes in India, that is ULO Education. So great to see you everyone once again on this live video. So we'll start in a couple of minutes once the people join in. So today's session is about IELTS speaking, and I'll be training you about how you can speak really good when you're giving your IELTS speaking test. So whatever your questions will be, I'll be taking some cue card questions, and I'll be also answering those cue card options to you, that how you can talk about them and which way you can do that. So that's what we all can say, and let more people join in so we can start video and we can start the class. So I'll start with the cue card options first. You can just know these things. I'll speak up the topics first, so after the people join in, so we can continue with the class. So the first is describe an argument two of your friends had. That is number one. Then describe a law on environmental protection. Describe a puzzle or crossword you have played. Describe a plan in your life that is not related to work or study. Describe an occasion when many people were smiling. Describe a piece of local news that people are interested in. Number seven, sorry. Describe an art or craft activity. Describe an art exhibition that you visited. Describe a piece of news that you have recently heard. Describe something important that has been kept in your family for a long period of time. So these are nearly 10 cue cards that we will be discussing in this video, and we'll also be taking your questions, and I'll be telling you a few important things that are really important to be discussed. So stay connected, people. I'll be starting this class very soon once more people join in. So say a hi, all those people who are here, so I could know that you people exist and you people really wants this, right? So that would be of great help. Please join in as much as possible. Share this live video so it becomes help to all of us. So that's it. That's it. What it is. So stay connected, people. So I can help it out. So this is Harkira Singh from ULO Education. So I'll be starting with the cue cards very soon. So just give me a couple of minutes. Let me finish up a few important things. Then we can move with the cue cards. Right? Oh. So it's good to see you all, and it's good to today we have 10 cue cards that I'll be talking about. I'll be explaining you how you can bring out content, right? How you can bring out more ideas to the cue card, and how you can bring out ideas so fast. I'll be also explaining you about some few really important things about speaking that I just had in my last class today in the morning, and I'll be training each and every one of you on that basis. So I'll be teaching you very important thing, that is pauses. Why you need to take pauses in speaking. Most of the times they teach you that you do not need pauses, but today I will teach you that why you need pauses and how you can develop a habit of taking pauses, and what are the uses and why what is the scientific reason behind taking pauses? For that, ask your questions in the comment section, say a hi to me, and also share this video so people can join in, and that could be help to us, right? So that is what it is. So I'll be starting with pauses first, why we need these pauses and uses of these pauses. Then we'll move to the cue cards. Or you want the cue cards to start first? Right. So give me a couple of minutes again. Right. So yeah. So give me 1 minute. So let's start with the why pauses are needed in IELTS speaking test. Today, I met a student. You can see the previous video. I had a 40-minute session with her, a personal one-to-one session. So in that session, when I interviewed her, as you can see, she spoke her IELTS test, or she spoke her IELTS cue card rapidly. So that was like she was speaking about many important things, like whatever we were talking about her existing job, but that leaves out to a very bad impact on me just because she was so speedy. And that was what taught to her. It is not her mistake, it's the mistake of people. उनकी गलती है कि वो उनको सिखाते हैं कि आपको जल्दी से जल्दी बोलना है, इसके साथ आपकी फ्लुएंसी इंप्रूव होगी, बट दैट इज नॉट द केस. आपकी फ्लुएंसी कभी भी जल्दी बोलने को नहीं बोला जाता. So your fluency is not speaking fast. That's what you need to know, people. Your fluency is not speaking fast. Right? So fluency is something really different than you think it is right now. तो fluency बहुत अलग चीज है फास्ट बोलने से. तो फास्ट बोलने को fluency नहीं बोलते. You have to understand what fluency is and speaking fast is. आपको इन दोनों चीजों में डिफरेंस का पता होना चाहिए, तभी आप एक अच्छे स्पीकर और अच्छे टेस्ट गिवर बन सकते हो IELTS के. राइट? सो why it is important to take pauses, why it is really important to take pauses in IELTS speaking test or any test you give about English or any conversation you do in English. So pauses are very important. नाउ क्या होता है अभी पॉजेज में? मैंने अगर मैं आपको कोई चीज बोलूं, माय नेम इज हरकीरत सिंह, आई एम फ्रॉम मोगा सिटी, आई एम अ मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर, ऑथर एंड लाइफ कोच, एंड आई डू सच स्टफ लाइक बिजनेस, एंड आई रन मल्टीपल काइंड ऑफ कंपनीज. लाइक अब आपको क्या समझ आया इसके साथ? You will never understand any important thing in what I conversate like this. Continuous. अगर मैं किसी चीज को लगातार बोलता चला जाऊंगा तो आपको कुछ भी उसमें समझ नहीं आएगा. Always know that fact. You will never understand anything out of it. क्यों आपको कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा? It's just because मैं बहुत जल्दी बोल रहा हूं. अभी इसके पीछे साइंस क्या है? पॉजेस के पीछे साइंस क्या है? Anyone does know that? Please raise your hands. Or anyone who would like to ask questions, they can put in the comment section. तो पॉज लेने के पीछे बहुत बड़ी साइंस है. वो क्या साइंस है कि हम भी ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं और जो एग्जामिनर आएगा वो भी ह्यूमन ही होगा. So human brain, as per psychologist, what happens, it takes some few seconds to adapt something is spoken to the mind. अगर आप कोई चीज अपने मुंह से बोलते हो दूसरे इंसान को, तो दूसरे इंसान को कुछ सेकंड समय लगता है वो बात को अडेप्ट करने के लिए, उस बात को समझने के लिए. But when we do not give examiner the time, the examiner might think that you are really fast in speaking, but you're not fluent. Fluency does not mean speaking fast. So, but also the other fact is that examiner cannot understand you. So if अगर आपकी समझ नहीं आ रही एग्जामिनर को, तो वो आपको मार्क्स कैसे देगा? वो आपके पॉइंट्स को, आइडियाज को कैसे समझेगा? तो इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. यू कैन नॉट बी अंडरस्टूड व्हाइल यू आर स्पीकिंग सो फास्ट. सिंपल सा क्राइटेरिया है, फास्ट बोलने का नहीं है. आपको थोड़ा सा धीरे बोलना होगा अगर आप अच्छे बैंड स्कोर्स पाना चाहते हो. अभी इट टेक्स टाइम टू फॉर अ थॉट टू ट्रेवल फ्रॉम वन माइंड टू अनदर. तो आप लगातार बोलते जाओगे, उसको एक लाइन सुनेगी, लेकिन जब तक वो दूसरी उस लाइन को अडेप्ट करना चाहेगा, आप दूसरी बोल दोगे, वो सुनेगा, फिर तीसरी बोल दोगे, वो सुनेगा, तीसरी बोल दोगे. ऐसे वो सुनता तो रहेगा लेकिन आपको समझ नहीं पाएगा. सो टू मेक द पर्सन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू आर सेइंग, you have to speak slow with pauses, with appropriate pauses. ऐसा नहीं कि pause लेना है, लंबा सांस ले लेना है और इतना रुक जाना है कि examiner wait करे what are you about to say next. So you have to take pauses that are very important, and you have to take pauses where it suits to be. So pauses don't suit everywhere. That is what you need to know. This will be a very short lesson, people. If you have any questions, you can put down in the comments. So do put it down in the comment section, right? पॉजेज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यही हम बात कर रहे हैं कि पॉजेज के बिना आप अच्छे बैंड स्कोर नहीं हासिल कर पाते. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन मैं भी कोई स्पीकिंग टेस्ट लेता हूं तो मुझे इतना फास्ट अगर कोई बोलेगा तो मुझे मेरा माइंड उसको कैप्चर नहीं कर पाएगा. दैट इज द बिगेस्ट पॉइंट, राइट? So one by one we'll be moving to cue cards because this session is a really quick one. So we'll be moving to cue cards. So wo 10 cue cards that we have to discuss today. And just a second. So the first cue card starts here. Describe an argument or two of your friends had. अभी यहाँ पे चीज को समझना है. It's not the argument you and your friend. It's the argument you have to describe two of your friends had. आपके दो दोस्तों के बीच हुआ आर्ग्यूमेंट को आपको डिस्क्राइब करना है, राइट? अभी सबसे पहले जब ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन आता है, जब ऐसा कोई आइडिया आता है या ऐसा कोई क्यू कार्ड आता है, नाउ लेट्स राइट दिस. हम कौन सा क्यू कार्ड डिस्कस कर रहे हैं इसको हम एक बार लिख लेते हैं. डिस्क्राइब एन आर्ग्यूमेंट which two of your friends had, right? So that argument can be any sort of argument. You can say that can be good, bad, or whatever. Wait, just a second, there is something else. No, there is nothing. So describe an argument you can get that. So the Q card topic is describe an argument which two of your friends had. So this is the Q card topic. You get that? Now हम इस Q card के ऊपर डिस्कशन करेंगे कि किस तरीके के साथ आपको इसका कंटेंट क्रिएट करना है, किस तरीके के साथ आप इस Q card का कंटेंट क्रिएट कर सकते हो, right? So whenever this kind of situation comes, you have to create a scene. Where did it happen? आप बात कर सकते हो, आप स्टार्ट यहाँ से कर सकते हो. So once when I was in my hostel in my college, we lived in a room. We shared a room with 4 friends and we were 4 people in that room. आप यहाँ से स्टोरी को स्टार्ट कर सकते हो. You can always start a story to someone. अभी क्या है स्टोरी का जादू? क्या है? The art of storytelling. What is story? अब स्टोरी सुनाने से क्या होता है? स्टोरी सुनाने से एग्जामिनर का आपकी बात में इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट होता है. हम मूवीज क्यों देखते हैं, हम बुक्स क्यों नहीं पढ़ते? बिकॉज मूवीज हैज स्टोरी, राइट? वो स्टोरीज अट्रैक्ट पीपल, स्टोरीज ज्यादा अट्रैक्ट करती है. तो क्यू कार्ड का टॉपिक है डिस्क्राइब एन आर्ग्यूमेंट व्हिच टू ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स हैड. अभी हमको एक ऐसा आर्ग्यूमेंट डिस्क्राइब करना है जो आपके दो दोस्तों के बीच हुआ हो. आपके बीच नहीं, आपने देखा हो. दैट इज द रीजन आप समझा पाओगे ना. अगर आपने वो चीज देखी हो, सुनी हो, तभी आप दूसरों को समझा पाओगे ना. सो द क्यू का टॉपिक डिस्क्राइब एन आर्ग्यूमेंट व्हिच टू ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स हैड. इसको आप स्टार्ट करोगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, व्हेन आई वाज इन माय हॉस्टल, वी शेयर्ड रूम ऑफ 4 फ्रेंड्स and 2 of my friends, they were very naughty, but sometimes doing mischievous things. They get very aggressive with each other. So once we were playing a game, but something suddenly appeared in the game that was not satisfied to one person. Or you can say here, one of the friends was not satisfied from that. So he started to question the other person. On this basis, they started a huge argument in the room and our whole game was spoiled. The argument was the game they were playing, which holded some points, and 2 of the friends argued that their points were more. and they were discussing the game and the rules and laws about the game, that this is by this law I should get these many points. The other person was saying that by this point I should get these many points. So which makes a huge difference between both of them, and they had a great argument which spoiled our evening, which spoiled our environment around us, and we were really sad about it. I don't really like arguments because I get fed up soon of them, and I don't like even wordly violence, or you can say I don't like verbal violence as well. So you can say like that. So this is a way to create a scene. When you create a scene, जब आप एक scene create करते हो तो आपको एक स्टोरी मिल जाती है. तो always try to create a story in your speaking test. जितनी स्टोरीज आप डालोगे, द आर्ट ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग पे मैं अलग सेशंस लगाऊंगा. आई हैव लर्नड सो मेनी कोर्सेज ऑन दैट, द आर्ट ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग. तो मैं कभी किसी और दिन आई विल कंडक्ट मोर सेशंस ऑन द आर्ट ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग, राइट? This is what it is. Our half of the time of the session is gone. So let's move to the next cue card. अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि कैसे आपको स्टोरी क्रिएट करनी. We'll try these things with other cue cards as well, but let's see. Any questions, people, you can put down in the comment section, please. If you have any sort of questions, you can put in the comment section. I would love to help you all. Just give me a second. Till then, if you have any questions, you can put down. So the next thing is, describe a law on environmental protection. So we will write this as well down. Describe a law on environmental protection. Now our cue card topic is, second cue card that is we are going to discuss is, describe a law on environmental protection. Right? Any guesses how you will start this? You can comment down the first line of the cue card. So then I will tell you. Now, as per I got this question, there is nothing mentioned describe a law in your country, but that can also be mentioned when you are really in the speaking test. वो पूछ सकते हैं आपसे कि आपके देश के किसी लॉ के बारे में बोलिए, या कुछ भी ऐसा वो आपसे पूछ सकते हैं, राइट? So you should be very sure कि जो मैं क्यू कार्ड्स आपको समझा रहा हूं अभी नाउ, they are not going to come in exam, or they are going to come in exam is different. I am just trying to help you out to create stories for your cue cards. Now obviously बात है, ये क्यू कार्ड डिस्क्राइब लॉ ऑन योर एनवायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन, राइट? अब ये जो क्यू कार्ड है, इसके बारे में अगर मैं बात करूं, वेरी सिंपल. अगर आपसे कोई लॉ के बारे में पूछा जा रहा है तो यू कैन स्पीक अबाउट योर ओन कंट्री. आप अपनी ही कंट्री के बारे में बात करोगे, क्योंकि जहां पे आप रहते हो वहां के तो लॉज हम ओबे करते हैं. अगर आप इंडिया में रहे हो तो अमेरिका के लॉज के बारे में तो बात करोगे नहीं. आप कर भी सकते हो, टेक्निकली आप कर सकते हो, लेकिन आपको करनी नहीं चाहिए. टेक्निकली आपका कोई भी बैंक स्कोर कट नहीं होगा अगर आप अमेरिका के लॉ पे बोलते हो. अगर आपको उसकी अच्छी नॉलेज है, काफी अच्छी नॉलेज है, तो आप बोल सकते हो. लेकिन when they ask describe a law on environmental protection, then you have to speak of your own country, right? And that is really important. When they mention that describe a environmental law on environmental protection in your country, then you have to speak about India itself, right? So अब हम इस क्यू कार्ड को शुरू करेंगे. इस क्यू कार्ड को हम समझेंगे. What happens here in this क्यू कार्ड? You have to speak about your country. अभी कुछ चीजें हमारी मेंटल स्टेटस से हमको पता होती हैं. अब एनवायरनमेंट को बचाने के लिए गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है, राइट? तो वी शुड हैव सम नॉलेज ऑफ एवरीथिंग. दैट्स व्हाट आई से. सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट आर बीइंग आस्क्ड, सो वी शुड हैव सम नॉलेज of everything, right, to get more scores. So cue card is describe a law on environmental protection. So you can start like this, right? In my country, as you know, there is huge amount of pollution spread this way. Now what is this beginning called in cue card? पहले हमने क्यू कार्ड किया, उसकी हमने कहानी बताई। अब इसकी कोई कहानी बता सकते हो? नहीं। दिस इज द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ अ लॉ। आप यहाँ पे कहानी को नहीं बना सकते। वंस आई हैड अ फ्रेंड एंड ही टोल्ड मी अ लॉ। नो, दैट सीम्स यू वेस्टिंग टाइम ऑफ द एग्जामिनर एंड यू ट्राइंग टू पास टाइम फॉर द 1 or 2 minutes जो भी आपको मिले हैं बोलने के लिए, आप उस टाइम को वेस्ट कर रहे हो। ये इस चीज से सीम होता है। तो जो पहले वाला था आर्ग्यूमेंट वाला, उसमें तो आर्ग्यूमेंट है, कोई सीन है जो आपने देखा लेकिन आप उसमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं हो। Then you can tell the scene itself. That scene became the story. यहाँ पे तो हमने बात लॉ पे करनी है, यहाँ पे कैसे करेंगे? So this is another way. That's why these kind of cue cards are here. That's why they're tough. Because एक cue card समझ आ गया, उसको स्टोरी के माध्यम से करना है, लेकिन दूसरा cue card का थीम और बिल्कुल अलग चीज आ जाती है. So now cue card says describe a law on environmental protection. So you can say, in my country, India, as you know, there are different kind of pollution spread over a large amount, including air pollution, water pollution, and such kinds. If I talk about air pollution, the most of the air pollution contribution comes from the automobile vehicles. So to stop this thing, which comes from mostly petrol or diesel cars, so my government of India, they have taken a law out which has been passed in the parliament, that is we cannot use a car more than 15 years of time, because a car which gets old this much, it produces more smoke through the pollutant it gives out. And hence the government has a very strong law to protect this our environment, to stop the air pollution in my country. So they offer this kind of thing. Right now, this is a cue card answer which you can give on your basis of the country. अगर अभी आपको बाहर जाना है, अगर आपको अपनी कंट्री के किसी लॉ के बारे में बात नहीं करनी, तो किस कंट्री के लॉ के बारे में बात कर सकते हो और क्या बात कर सकते हो, ये भी जानना बहुत जरूरी है, राइट? सो आपको पता होगा, अभी मैं बेसिक सी इंफॉर्मेशन देता हूं, अगर ये क्यू कार्ड बाय चांस आ भी गया तो यू कैन टेल दिस, राइट? सो लंदन सिटी एक ऐसी सिटी है पूरे वर्ल्ड की जहां जो बहुत ही खूबसूरत सिटी है, लेकिन अगर आपको उस सिटी में गाड़ी लेके जानी है तो आपको हर एंट्री पे टैक्स पे करना पड़ता है. सो देयर आर पोर्ट्स, जैसे टोल्स नहीं होते हमारे इंडिया में, उसी तरीके से काउंटर्स बने हुए हैं, तो यू हैव टू पे टैक्स सम पाउंड्स फॉर एवरी एंट्री इन लंदन सिटी, राइट? So that's the piece of information I'm giving you. So आप उसको भी use कर सकते हो to stop these a law which has been designed to protect the environment in England, because London city is the capital and it's the most beautiful city, so it has most visits a day, but it is it's getting big with pollution now. To stop the pollution which comes mostly from the automobiles or the vehicles roaming around in the city, the state or the England government or the British government has taken this decision to bring out a law that every vehicle will be charged with a pollutant tax who enters London city, which I find is a very efficient way to stop cars, because people don't pay for such things. Rather, they stop or park the vehicle outside of London city and they take a taxi to the city for their specific work, or even if they want to tour the city. So these kind of things you have to keep in mind. आपको जर्नल इन्फॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए, अगर नहीं भी है तो अपनी तरफ से भी आप कोई ना कोई लॉ बना सकते हो. सो इट इज अबाउट अ लॉ. लॉ कौन बनाता है? सिर्फ सरकार या इंडिया ही लॉ नहीं बनाता, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट भी सिर्फ लॉ नहीं बनाती. लॉ बहुत चीजें बनाती. क्या बनाती है लॉ? आपकी गांव की पंचायत भी लॉ बना सकती है, आपका डिप्टी कमिश्नर सिटी का वो भी लॉ बना सकता है, राइट? छोटे लेवल पे बना तो सकता है ना. सो यू हैव मैनी ऑप्शंस टू स्पीक अबाउट. आप अपने स्कूल के किसी लॉ के बारे में बात कर सकते हो कि मेरे स्कूल में ये लॉ था. लॉ मीन्स रूल्स. लॉ मीन्स अ कन्फाइंड रिटन एग्रीमेंट ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शंस गिवन टू पीपल टू फॉलो. तो आप किसी भी तरीके के लॉ के बारे में बात कर सकते हो. एनी क्वेश्चंस पीपल, आप कमेंट सेक्शन में पूछ सकते हो अबाउट IELTS और व्हाटएवर. अगर आपके मन में कोई भी सवाल हो तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में इजीली पूछ सकते हो, तो आई वुड लव टू आंसर दैट. कोई भी सवाल हो. सो टेल भाई, आप कोई भी सवाल हो आप पूछिए, तो मैं नेक्स्ट क्यू कार्ड पे जाता हूं. वी हैव डिस्कस्ड टू क्यू कार्ड्स एंड इसके बाद हम आगे जाएंगे. प्लीज टेल मी हाउ यू लाइकिंग द सेशन एंड आई विल मूव फॉरवर्ड. Okay, so we'll move forward with the next cue card. Describe a puzzle you have played. Describe a puzzle you have played. अब आपको इसके बारे में बात करनी है, right? What would be your starting? अब किस तरीके से कंटेंट बनेगा? Again, मेरे साथ पता नहीं क्यों ऐसा चीज होती है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द चीजें, क्योंकि जो आइल्स के बारे में, आइल्स के टेस्ट के अंदर जो चीजें पूछी जाती है ना, these are basic simple things that you might have done till you're 18 years of age, or you might have will know it. आप इतनी एज तक वो चीजें जान पाओगे, ऑलमोस्ट वैसी चीजें भी पूछी जाती हैं. तो आई प्लेड अ पजल विद माय कजन सिस्टर फ्रॉम लंदन, and she brought that puzzle from London, so I can start. Yeah, I played a lot of puzzles in my life, but I remember very well puzzle which was brought by my cousin's sister from London in back in 2008 when I was in just second standard. So when I was in second standard, my sister brought that puzzle, and that puzzle was about a big mansion house, right? And that puzzle was piece of papers which we have to join to complete that house, which turns out to be a painting which feels so good and it feels so beautiful. So it took like 18 to 20 hours to me and my cousin sister to solve that puzzle. We were so hard working on it. Even we didn't had a few meals while solving that puzzle. We were so into it. So that left a very huge impact. But once the work was finished, I was so happy because I saw that beautiful mansion made together through my hard work while I was solving that puzzle. So that was the puzzle I really played in my life and I really enjoyed. So this is the way you can speak for 1 to 2 minutes about describe a puzzle you have played. We are lack of time, so we can just move on this. Any questions, people, please put down. Right? So this is about puzzle. सर मैंने एक न्यूज देखी थी न्यूज़पेपर में एनवायरमेंटल लॉ के ऊपर, तो उसको भी डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं? Yes, of course. It's about English speaking, brother. It's nothing about you have to be very specific about it. तो अगर आपने किसी न्यूज़पेपर में कोई लॉ के ऊपर देखी है, राइट? ऑफलाइन क्लासेस, यस वीर सिंह, प्लीज आपको ऊपर नंबर दिया गया, आप व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं. ऑफलाइन क्लासेस आर अवेलेबल एंड आई विल गाइड यू थ्रू इट. अगर आपने एनवायरमेंटल लॉ पे, कोई एनवायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन लॉ पे कोई न्यूज देखी है, तो यू कैन स्पीक अबाउट इट. हाउ? You can say, yeah, there is a protection law on our environment in my country. I saw news last day, and that was about, and you can describe about it very easily. You get that, Uday Sood? Is there any questions? Please put up in the comment section. We have very less time, so till then we can take some questions, and I will tell you again जो चीजें हमने starting में discuss की थी about the pauses. Please take care of it. कि pauses बहुत important है speaking में. आपको पॉजेज लेने हैं एज मच एज पॉसिबल. इतना भी नहीं लेना कि एग्जामिनर बोर हो जाए, बस इतना लेना है कि वो उसको समझ आए, उसको टाइम दीजिए. फ्लुएंसी डज नॉट मीन, ओके निशान, ओके नाइस. सो इट डज नॉट मीन व्हाट? फ्लुएंसी. Speaking fast does not mean fluency. That's what I want to say. Taking pause at appropriate time is very understandable कि आपको एग्जामिनर की समझ आए, एग्जामिनर को आपकी समझ आए, तभी आप एक अच्छा कनेक्शन डेवलप कर पाओगे. Even in today's class, I told my student that जो मेरी एग्जामिनर थी इनिशियल एग्जामिनेशन, उसके साथ में बाद में गोल्डन टेम्पल भी घूमने गया था. I did that exam in अमृतसर, तो मैं गोल्डन टेम्पल भी उसके साथ घूमने गया था, just because I built a very strong connection and I was the last student to be appeared in that test that day. So she came out with me. We had some other words outside, and then we planned to go. So you can be very comfortable with your examiner. It's nothing to worry. You don't have to be so nervous that you're going to meet an examiner. It's very simple. No, not in Bathinda, brother. It's available in Moga City. So you can travel all the way here and we'll arrange something for you. That's all we can do for you, right? UL Education has an office only in Moga City, and we offer only offline services in Moga. No other place, and we will never offer, most probably. Sonu, great job, sir. Thank you, Sonu. So, no. Right. Any other questions, people? So before I end this live conversation, I want you to ask questions, because we are always questions that we ask to ourselves, or we ask to people. So start asking questions if you have any, so we can communicate and we can stay connected on these kind of live videos more and more. And I wanted to discuss at least 10 cue cards today, but the time limit is so powerful. The time is the most powerful thing. There can be questions about time in your cue cards. There can be questions about simple, basic things in life. Because IELTS is simple, right? Thanks, Goldipaji. Thank you. So IELTS is really simple. Today I mentioned in my class itself that there are two set of exams. एक तो यूपीएससी के एग्जाम होते हैं, एक आईएलटीएस का एग्जाम होता है. यूपीएससी में आपको उसी तरीके से सवाल पूछे जाते हैं जैसे आपको आईएलटीएस में पूछे जाते हैं, आईएलटीएस में उसी तरीके से पूछे जाते हैं, यूपीएससी में पूछे जाते हैं. बस फर्क इतना है कि यूपीएससी में नॉलेज से भरे सवाल पूछे जाते हैं और आईएलटीएस में सिर्फ स्टूपिड क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, जस्ट अराउंड यू, सो स्टूपिड. लाइक इतना भी नहीं है कि आपको कुछ गेन करना है, कुछ नॉलेज नहीं गेन करनी, सिर्फ आपको आंसर्स देने अपने आसपास, बिल्कुल आसपास. Something near you, your travel, your food, your cooking habits, your friends, your arguments, or the national laws you have. Anything that is around you can be asked in IELTS. It will always be around you. The IELTS speaking test will be around you, surrounded by you. It will be near you. So don't you worry about this. आपको सब कुछ solve होगा आपका. Just you have to stay focused. Any questions, people? आप comment section में डालिए. I would love to answer those. कोई भी आपके मन में सवाल हो आप क्वेश्चन कमेंट सेक्शन में डाल सकते हो. देयर इज नंबर गिवन ऑन द पिन्ड कमेंट, दैट इज 8230044400. अगर आप मेरे से जुड़ना चाहते हो, आप कोई भी इंक्वायरी है आपकी आईएलटीएस या इमिग्रेशन के रिलेटेड, आई वुड लव टू हेल्प यू. So if you have any questions, please put down in the comment section. I would love to answer before I end this live video. Any questions? So this is it. Take pauses. That's very important. That's what don't rush your speech because it is the kind of speech that you're giving. आप rush मत कीजिए, इतना तेज मत बोलिए कि एग्जामिनर को आपको अंडरस्टैंड करने का टाइम ही ना मिले. That's very important. Any questions, people? Isveer Singh, I'll talk to you on WhatsApp itself, brother. That would be great. You can just either call me as well. आप मुझे कॉल भी कर सकते हो above, so I can communicate with you. Any questions, please? Hurry up, people. Any questions on speaking test or IELTS test or immigration? I would love to answer you. कोई भी सवाल आपका स्टडी वीजा से रिलेटेड और anything, before I go, मैं आपको आंसर करके जाऊंगा. Till then, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the next class. And we'll be also uploading more videos right now in some time. तब तक आपका कोई भी सवाल हो आप पूछ सकते हो. I'll give 2 more minutes. We are already into 33 minutes of live. तो 2 मिनट में और वेट करूंगा. अगर कोई भी सवाल नहीं आता, we'll end this live video. Yes, please. I heard from someone, don't use hand gestures. It will reduce your band score. Is it? No. It's nothing like that. You're not in a jail, brother. It is what it is. I don't know from where did you hear it, but I mostly when I speak, I use my hand gestures because that's the way I attract her. That's the way I interact to people. I take them, I open my arms, which means I'm open to the conversation, right? So it's like that. So you don't have to worry about the hand gestures. I will take another session for you on the class itself, but you don't have to use hand gestures as this or this, because from the point of your hand till your stomach, this line is known as the body line. While speaking, while public speaking or the communication skills, this line is known as the body line. अगर आप इस बॉडी लाइन को बोलते वक्त कहीं भी दोनों हाथों से टच करते हो, जैसे इस तरह किसी भी तरह, राइट? तो अगर आप किसी भी तरीके से टच करते हो अपनी बॉडी लाइन को, तो देन इट सीम्स अ साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्ट दैट कि आप नर्वस हो. साइकोलॉजी कहती है कि अगर आप अपनी बॉडी लाइन को एक टाइम पे दोनों हाथों को क्रॉस कर रहे हो या इस तरीके से किसी भी तरीके से, राइट, बॉडी लाइन को टच कर रहे हो दोनों हाथों से एक टाइम पे, इट मींस यू माइट बी नर्वस. एग्जाम्स कदों होणगे, जदों होणे उदी होणगे, यू कैन से एनीथिंग, राइट? व्हेन द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इंपोजेस लेस रिस्ट्रिक्शंस ऑन दैट, एग्जाम उदी होणगे माय फ्रेंड्स. सो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली दिस मंथ स्टार्ट हो जाणगे. Let's see what happens next. Any questions, people? Before I end this live video, 1 more minute, and we will end this live video, and we will see you tomorrow. And we are going to upload 3 more videos on IELTS. That would be very beneficial for you. Just Join those classes, and I would love to see you that side of the YouTube. Just ask me questions for 1 more minute, and then we'll leave. Any questions? Okay, mister. See you. Okay, then. Thank you so much for joining me in this live video. I'm so sorry that I can take only 3 cue cards. I would take other 7 cue cards tomorrow, most probably in the daytime. So stay connected. Subscribe to our channel, ULO Education, because we bring more videos on IELTS and study visa at this channel. So subscribe to this channel because we bring amazing content for you. Thank you so much. See you in some next videos and see you tomorrow live. Thank you, people.